Happy New Year. In the year of our Lord, 2020. 2020 years ago, Jesus was born, and we are using a calendar based on his life. So I think I have a few resolutions for the year. The first one totally is to lose weight. I gained about 25 pounds because all I'm doing is sitting and eating. It's not a good thing. And I have a treadmill. I got a Soloflex. I got a weight bench with 360 pounds of weight for me to bench, press, and all that. But right now they're being used as clothes hangers. So biggest thing for me is to get my health together and to... No, thank you, dear. To bodybuild, weight train, more like weight train, not necessarily, no bodybuilding, weight training. That's priority number one. Not really. My biggest priority is my mom. The care of my mom. And she needs us. We need her. Of course. We're family. So I gotta take care of Mama. Priority number one. Priority number two is my health. But actually, it has to kind of go congruent because in order to take care of others, you got to take care of yourself. Where did I hear it? I'm sure some of you have heard it. That, no! I'm trying to make a video and I don't want the pictures of these other ugly people in our family in there. Of course they're not ugly. I just... sorry. I don't even know what I was saying now. But yeah, so in order to take care of Mom, I got to take care of myself for a change. And so those are like my priorities.
Garbage. Okay.
Yeah, it's garbage too, bro. And so is this. Thank you. Then of course there's schooling. I really need to focus on, although I need to focus on going to graduate school. I do not know if I have the time to go full-time. I'm sure I don't have the time to go full-time. I take care of my mom full-time. I also manage a not-for-profit organization full-time, and that is just both of them are just exhausting. I take care of my mom about 16 hours a day. While I am running a not-for-profit organization, I'm not like running it. I'm part of a department of the not-for-profit organization, of a religious not-for-profit organization, and it's still a full-time job, and I'm not getting paid very much for it. What can you do? So I do want to focus on more education so that I could eventually work in the... Ouch. It's your boo-boo's getting better, sweetie. It's healing. So I could work in my profession or my chosen profession, and that's English. Right now, also, I'm attending a school for real estate studies. I just completed a semester of real estate studies, and I am eligible to go sit for the Illinois State test in real estate in order to qualify to become a a sales representative or broker within Illinois. And Illinois is experiencing some exciting times right now with the legalization of recreational cannabis. I have glaucoma, and I intend to smoke cannabis. I do not intend to abuse it. However, I do intend to try to relieve the pressure on my optic nerve. Why do I have this pressure on my optic nerve? Because I'm sitting down eating 24/7 with my mom. Well, 16 hours a day at least. Not all the time, but it's the no exercise and no sleep that's really giving me a problem. So education is going to have to play a big role, unfortunately, in my life for right now. My third resolution is to finish insulating the house. I have the upstairs of this house gutted to the studs, and I am in the process right now of insulating the house with rock wool, which is mineral wool, combination of molten lava-ish and slag. It's pretty good. And cold. You're warm.
Cold.
You're warm, sweetie. You're warm. And so for sure, insulation is like my third resolution for the house. Like, I think it could be done like within the week. So that shouldn't be an entire problem for me. Just purchasing the insulation and installing it. It is extremely easy to install. And to install also the same insulation in our porch, because I have that gutted as well. I wanted to buy a new car, but I think right now I'm going to buy a new used car. Why? Well, I have a truck. I allow my brother to use it, go to work, and my truck, is kind of falling apart. So I want to
Push my chair in.
All right, dear. ¿Dónde va? ¿Dónde va? Where are you going? Where are you going? Oh, okay. And so I'm gonna need a new vehicle. Well, not me. I kind of use my mom's vehicle, and I let my brother use my truck, since I'm staying at home all the time. And so I want to get another vehicle. I would like to get another truck, but I don't know. I suppose I could afford a new. No, I know I could afford a new used truck, new to me. Oh yeah. So yeah, securing another vehicle. I guess whatever is that 3. My next priority is to buy a new computer. I have 7 laptops. Why do I need another laptop? I need another laptop because my 7 previous laptops, which I still have here, besides all the devices, are getting old. And as you know, once you take a computer off of the sales floor, your computer will depreciate by 50%. Because technology advances that quickly. When I first started in computer programming, when I was 16 years old, I remember the 2600 baud modem. Or was it 26, 9600, 16,000 baud? We're talking like AOL 1.0 days. Genie, CompuServe, Prodigy, bulletin boards. So anyway, I need a new laptop because I want to have a laptop that has at least a hard drive capacity of approximately 8 terabytes. And I'm like this close to like going to Apple, just going to buy, I guess, a $6,000 laptop. The new 16-inch, because I can max it out with the 8 terabyte. I'm okay with 4 terabytes. But the only problem with all that is that Apple has a SSD drive, a solid state drive, and I wanted a hard drive that is like a hard disk drive, with the plates, make them run. And I like solid disk drives, or solid state drives as well, but they are more volatile than an actual hard drive. So where do I find a hard drive that is, 8 terabytes, 4 terabytes or more? Hey, I got a lot of pictures, and videos, stupid crap. Pictures of cats that I just can't get rid of. Pictures of feet. Pictures of a bunch of, yeah. And I gotta store them somewhere. Besides flash drives and other media, other ancient media. So the hard drive is, something I want to do. But I'm willing to compromise just for now and get maybe an Apple. I'm looking at Dell XPS 13 2-in-1. I already have a Dell 2-in-1. I can't find it. It's somewhere in the house. Why? But either way, I need a new computer. So I can transfer all of my old files to the new computer, and I'd like to have a server, but that's beside the point. And then I want to unload all these computers that I have because, well, maybe. I don't want to unload like technology that is ancient, like the computer, the PC that I have, which has the 3.5-inch disk drive. I no longer have a computer with 5-inch disk drives or 5.25 disk drives, because that's just old. Ain't no sense in keeping that unless you're running a museum. But yeah, so I need to get a new laptop, totally. I want to. Okay, what's next? I want to finish upgrading, or not upgrading, but yeah, well, I want to finish the small projects on our house that pertain to electricity. For example, I have can lighting, and I had can lighting installed in the front room, and now I'm in the dining room, and I'd like some can lighting here too. I'd like some can lighting in just about every room, basically, because I like it a lot. So that's another priority. Of course, alongside each of these priorities is devotion to God, prayer, fasting. Oh gosh, fasting. Well, there's many ways to fast. Penance in general. Living like a wholesome person-ish. I know I ain't that wholesome, but hey, I'm trying to walk that walk. And talk that talk. The next priority is to always, like, habitual, make sure that I am on time for all my payments, like to all my creditors. One thing I have done to help myself in that regard is to put everything on auto pay. I have everything on auto pay, I think, for except 2 accounts. my Synchrony Bank Cards card and my some other card. And not some other card. I know which one, but and I think I have like a $2,500 credit limit with Synchrony Bank, which has a zero balance, and I have a okay, well, all that stuff you don't need to know, but anyway, yeah, I want to make sure that all my creditors are paid on time as agreed by making sure they're all on auto pay, and then of course keeping money in the bank. And I'm not really big on spending things. I mean, when it comes to like buying stuff, I am like so frugal that I'm cheap. I'm the kind of person will go to eat out at Macy's and then turn around and go shop at a discount outlet or Goodwill or Salvation Army. But I mean that doesn't mean that I'm not going to shop at Macy's either. Of course I will. Or Saks. I really don't like the clothes at Saks though. I'm sorry. Just don't. Or Neiman Marcus or Nordstrom's. It's not that they have, so much high-end stuff that I don't buy it because I can't afford it. It's just more that I just don't like the taste of the lot of things that they have. Weird crap. Next up is trying to monetize my YouTube channel. I have been a YouTuber since YouTube began in 2005, and I have never monetized my content. In fact, my channel was terminated just because I happened to be masturbating on it one day. And back then no one, like, the concern was not to make videos to make money. It was just to make videos to make friends. And then YouTube immediately changed that. Not exactly immediately, but quickly said that, hey, become part of this monetization. You have like so much time to do it before they adopt stricter guidelines. I didn't care. I was making friends on YouTube, so that seemed to be more important to me. Now I see, hey, it was actually a really super big thing. And you can't do bad things online. Now I know. And that was back in 2005. I'm not that same person I was then. Just kidding. See, I want to monetize my content, clean up my channels. I don't know, because I have like thousands, what it seems like, of channels. So I can like get serious about it for a change and just pick a genre and stick with it. I do have a genre that I belong to, just vloggers type stuff, people and vlogs. So it's lighthearted. It's not serious. It's not like specific. And yeah, I think the most subscribers I had, or not subscribers, but channel views, was like about around 18,000. And that was way back in 2005, 2006, 7. And back then that was kind of sort of big. Not really, but big. And now it's just like, boom, million. So I think that will definitely be a priority, because at least I'm pretty good with videos, I think. Maybe, maybe not. But I did kind of learn the hard way that in order to come across as genuine, you cannot edit. That is like rule number one. You may not edit yourself in order to come across as genuine. You can be a great talker, but that doesn't mean garbage if you edit yourself. People can't see the real you. But then again, when in certain genres, you have to edit, but not when it comes to people in blogs or vlogs. Anywho, so yeah, that's of course another priority, and this time making it stick. I need to clean. Okay, the next resolution is to clean up my online persona. For God's sake, I'm all over the place. However, I'm on more older venues than there are offered today. For example, I do not have a Patreon. I'm not a professional mendicant. I'm not a professional beggar who wants to make playful content in order to entice advertisers. Wow, it just seems so lazy. And it seems so insincere. But, sometimes you got to do what you got to do to make a living. So that's another resolution. Yet another resolution is to make sure that I attend to the needs of my family while I am attending to my own resolutions. It's hot. Oh, this is my cup. And that's going to be a chore, to manage the behaviors of 2 other adults besides myself. 3, then the house, then the outside, and then managing contractors, then school, and then work. And what else? I think that I also need to make this resolution that I need to straighten out and professionalize my social networking. Social networking was for social networking way back when. Now, social networking, is has been monetized, and disingenuous people really take advantage of that monetization in order to eke out a living, more than eke out, to fabulously eke out a living at viewers' expenses. So how to contend with that, other than to professionally manage all of my social networking applications and really focus on branding Now, I did take a marketing course several years ago at a junior college I was attending in Illinois. Um, and I got a B out of marketing. I was hoping for an A, but my work schedule, my exercise schedule, and my study schedule just did not jive. And I think I missed something somewhere and got a B. I like to force out the A's because, hey, I'm addicted to that free money when it comes to education. So marketing is something that I might want to retake just in order to focus on branding. But I don't want to just play around at taking college crap forever. God bless America. I've been going to college ever since I was 18, off and on, as I could afford it. But now the time has come that I have to take life for lack of a better way of saying this, open quote, take life in a love embrace, close quote. I don't remember who said that. I think it was Steppenwolf. Their lyrics in a song called Born to be Wild. But essentially that's what I need to do. So many others have done it before me, and I have stood home being quite comfortable, not feeling the need to flesh out a power structure by which I could take the world and say, hey, I'm here, let's do something, or here's what I could do for you. Let's do this. So now I'm at the point where I have to. I'm kind of prepared. What I want to end up doing is I want to end up teaching. I didn't think I wanted to, but now it's clear that is like my only clear focus is teaching English. I think I need to become a little bit more proficient in some works. In other words, some literature. Garbage I never wanted to read. Which is being forced upon English majors and minors, and which is being forced upon those who would work to earn a degree work to earn an associate's or bachelor's degree, or master's or doctorates. And that is literature that pertains to a secular, white Anglo-Saxon Protestant worldview. Is there anything wrong with that? You bet. It's singular. And there are more than one worldviews. There are more than one. There is more than one perspective out there concerning English literature, or literature written in the English language. And most of the literature in English has been Zionized, and it's not pretty. It is totally not pretty. It's basically a program to train would-be English teachers to create a culture using language to promote what is essentially racism. Not just any racism, imperial racism. And when I say imperial, that means a government that enforces slavery, imperial racism. So like I said, there's more than one worldview out there when it comes to literature in English, but that's where I want to be in a capacity of English teaching. Moreover, I do not ever want to forget the past training that I had in theater arts, music, computer programming, dance, and of course, religious instruction. Focusing on all those will be my ultimate life's work, besides actual work and choosing the profession that helps me make the most money to sustain the type of living that I'm used to. So that's where I am right now when it comes to resolutions. First and foremost, though, I really need to take care of my health. By taking care of my mom and sitting with her all the time, that's kind of made my health go down the tubes. And I need to discover a way to get my mom more active. I'm having trouble doing that. But I've admired deeply and watched so many bodybuilders and weightlifters, weight trainers, that I want to get into that exercise mode again. Oh yeah, that's something else I wanted to focus on. I am like 1 credit or 3 credit hours away, or 1 class away from earning an Associate of Science in physical education, but it's not called physical education anymore. They changed the title. Physical something management. They turned the many universities and colleges across America have turned the physical education or physical fitness degree into a business degree. And business is something I don't want to do, but one day I hope to own a gym. I think that would be nice. I need it. So I definitely want to focus on that as well. I am making this video so that I could hear myself and confront myself with what I want to do. And of course, the absolute last thing that I need to do is to prepare for ultimate goals, being what to do with life when life ends. So I resolve to buy a plot for burial at a location that I guess I'm going to have to feel comfortable spending eternity in. Well, as long as tectonic plates have anything to do with it. And everything that goes along with the funeral. Not just for myself, but because I'm managing much, for like 3 people. And I'm walking around half the time like a zombie because I don't get enough sleep. and because I'm watching YouTube 24/7. The social media is something I'm going crazy with. Not really, because I can manage it, but I multitask between so many things that the only thing that I need really is sleep. And I find myself not being able to force myself to go to sleep because I have to watch a tech channel. I have to watch a dance show. I have to watch, things that are not important. So, those are my resolutions for now, for the year 2020. I hope they are all good and holy. And that reminds me, I want to throw a shout out to Jesus Christ, because he's my, all-time favorite bro and savior. I don't like calling him Lord, because I think that's quite pretentious. That's something for vassal living. That's something for people who want that type of sadomasochistic domination. And I'm like, no thanks, you can be my brother and my savior, but you cannot be my Lord, my landlord, my any kind of Lord. And I truly want to discover one day that word Lord was a mistranslation. I deeply suspect that it is. Oh, yeah. Okay, one more resolution. I resolve to flesh out or to explain something religious and make my mark in it. I know what it is. It pertains to Jesus and his birth. So those are my resolutions for the year 2020, the year of our Lord 2020. Shout out to the Blessed Virgin Mary, Jesus' mom. I'll never understand why so many people think that Jesus, who says he's the Son of God, would deign or allow himself to come from someone that, in the eyes of some, would be impure. But, Jesus is God, so he could, the Son, so he could honor his mother and do what's right by her in light of his magnificent achievements, and clothe her with purity to make her what Wordsworth, the poet, would say, our highest gift of humanity, or highest creation in humanity. So shout out to Mary, Mother God. On this first Wednesday in January 2020, when 2020 years ago Mary gave birth to Jesus. So yeah, can't forget her. The New Testament is all her story. It started with her. And it kind of ends with her and her son, too. And then us, through John the Apostle, representing the rest of us, rest of the body in the church. Well, those are just musings of mine. I hope you all have a wonderful day. I hope you all have a wonderful year. And most of all, I hope that there's peace and love in your lives. And be open to that grace, that messianic grace of all the messiahs in the world, and especially Jesus. And do not forget all of our brothers around the world. When I say brothers, I mean brothers and sisters, who are part of the Hindu religion, the Buddhist religion, or philosophy. Of course, Islam. All of those wonderful Muslim people who are so holy and who have given such a great example to the world what it means to be holy, unlike the people who are putting them to death because of the color of their skin, because of their geolocation, because of their religion. So special, much love to all the Palestinians and all the Muslims in the world. They are giving wonderful examples of what it means to be a holy saint. Of course, to everyone in Christianity, much love too. Much love to the true followers of Judaism, of Jainism, and of course all of those people, indigenous like myself, who abide by natural religions, like the Mayans, like many in Australia, Canada, throughout North America, throughout Asia, throughout the world, really, even on islands that are yet untouched. Happy New Year to all of you. Thank you for watching my video. I have quite a dry way of delivering content, so Happy New Year.